Good morning, everybody, or evening, or afternoon. I record in the morning. Sometimes I record in the afternoon too, but anyway, hope things are going well for you. I'm doing a gift request of Jason Boland and the Stragglers, and I've done a lot of Jason stuff. He's a Texas artist, the real deal, the really real deal. And the name of the song is Terrifying Nature. It was requested by Matt Galardo, who made a gift to me, to the channel, for me to get this thing up. So Matt, thank you for the gift again, my friend. Those of you who are new to the channel, when Matt makes a gift to the channel to request a song, it's usually a lyrical, not necessarily a masterpiece, but there are things going on in there. And he likes to challenge me with these things just to see how well I pick up, well or poorly I pick up on the thread in the song or what have you. But nonetheless, it's always a journey. So let's see. Terrifying Nature.
Travelers and wanderers on the open range and the open road have been haunted by shapes of light, dazzling color, dropping down from a sea of stars.
Very theatrical. Before they get into this, I'm so curious to see where they go, because Jason is Texas. He's right there country. And this starts out theater, but I don't know where this is going to go. And just so those of you who are new to the channel, 9 o'clock in the morning, I post like a non-gift request. I've been doing that for over 5 years, where I just post, you know, some people in the channel will request, hey, try this one, try that one. And so at 9 a.m. I do one of those. Then the gift requests come later in the morning or day, and those could be like non-traditional, but they're not pop. They could be Western, Cajun, and I don't know where we're going with this one, but we're going to find out. But Matt knows his stuff, so let's see what Jason does with Terrifying Nature. The rest of it. So far it's rock. The country drum and bass.
Come hear the tale of a cowboy raised up into the sky. A sonic revelation decoded by and by.
Wow. Nice guitar work. Brave. It's like a reference to Billy the Kid.
Is love imagination rendered inside the mind, or consciousness projected from another place and time? So take away the lesson, love loved ones now and here.
Yeah.
So few are ever ready to be chosen. Some would rather jump and fear the fall. Take a look around, the void is closing in on the terrifying nature of it all.
I just think, yeah, I think it's just talking about life, period. But he brought in consciousness. The walls are closing in. It isn't context specific from what I could discern. It just sounds like, all right, well, let's see if there's a greater resolution of this or if the theme stays wide open like this. This has an unusual mood to it, this song.
So few are ever ready to be chosen.
Yeah.
Some would rather jump than fear the fall. Oh, take a look around, the void is closing in on the terrifying nature of it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that final 45 seconds of instrumentation, it was sullen. It was not totally morose. There were moments of joy in the instrumentation. I think that was just the guitar, but the way it was picked for a quick moment. And that symbolized to me moments of joy along life's path, but they're brief because we know where we're going. We're going to die one day. This is my understanding based on one listen to the song and not reading the lyrics. I mean, and why I thought that was because in the beginning, in the theatrical part of it where the setup was, there was a reference to like the cowboy. It wasn't Cowboy in the Sky, but that was the impression I got. And actually, I had like an image of a constellation. I thought he might even go there to where like there should be a cowboy constellation up there. But that is somewhat descriptive or reminiscent of the way when someone dies, right? So my perception was kind of clouded by that. And then along life's path, the terrifying nature of it all. When we become aware of our morbidity, that we're going to die one day, this affects people in different ways. I've been saying this for decades, and even as part of like my life coaching practice, that if you're going to be like a life coach, which I am, that's connected with death. And there has to be an awareness on some level. And one of the things I say is that if you want to have sort of greater balance in life, like where the joys don't go as high and the lows don't go as low, we need to contemplate death to a certain level, make peace with it, not in a goth level or be like, oh, this is great. Because we cannot understand death. Because we're alive. This is all we know. As long as we're conscious, all we know is life. Good, bad, boring, exciting, whatever. But the notion that it ends one day. Now, theological considerations aside, whether Christian, that Jesus comes back and then there's, Judgment Day and then, heaven and all this stuff. And then, or whether in the Jewish thing where the Mashiach is coming first, the first hope, whatever. There are different conceptions of paradise and so on, and different religions have different ideas. Those aside, we still have to die to find out if we're right. And that is something that places us all in the same boat. It isn't just life that keeps us in the same boat. It's also the notion that at some point, we're young, a pet dies, a grandparent dies, a friend dies, something dies, and a kid becomes aware that there's something different now. Like the cat doesn't move anymore because it died, and you get sad. Then eventually you figure out, well, your turn's coming down the line. We kind of put off thinking about it. But if we know that life is going to end, if Yeah, we hit the lottery, for example. Money is always something that people think about. Well, it would temper that because, that also is going to go away when you pass away. And the lows, similarly, maybe won't register as low if you say, all right, well, these are going to end one day too. So it can create a sense of stasis in life, or just where, the vicissitudes or oscillations or vacillations aren't as extreme. That aside, the terrifying nature of it all, if I've read this song correctly, Matt, and I know you're going to let me know that, and those familiar with the song, that there is a certain scary part of it because we just don't know. It's one of those things where we like to have control. We like to be able to predict what next week, month, year, whether you're in the stock market or your football or basketball teams or your family or your kids, you kind of like to be able to set a stage so that there's some predictability. That's one of those things. Death is one of those things that you know it's coming, but you can't relate to it. You don't know what it means. All right, I'm going to rate that song. And the number that immediately popped into my head due to the thought content in it is a 9.0. Certainly not traditional country, but certainly country, because once Jason and the Stragglers got to rolling, it was, that was just red dirt straight out of the box. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. I know you will. So, Matt, thank you for that. That was a trip, as always. And there you go. All right, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking a country and just keep pondering life. It's kind of fun to do. Have a great day.